sir, can we play Selangor? Selangor? Yes, of course we can verse Selangor. Not only that, we can even take a little trip to Cambodia for another game after this one as well. So it is, of course, time to kick off our league season. And not only that, this one counts as the Charity Cup. So without further ado, let's head on inside. As you can see just below, Super League and the Charity Cup. It is a very poor attendance considering it's both a cup win and the league, but good pitch condition here today. 5,024 tickets are being sold out of a 40,000 capacity. A breezy, drizzly 25 degreesy, and we're of course going to apply the opposition instructions. So let's go and win ourselves competition and of course our opening game of the season. Let's get off to a nice cracking start. I don't think there's any changes to the lineup I particularly want to make. So our team for today is Malias in goal, a back line of Ong, Lowry, Kalonda, Mauricio. We have Sumari on the right hand side, Asri on the left, Krasniki in between, Cabrera and Agyakawa in cam, and up front is Hakim. But of course Cabrera we should really use for the entirety of the game because he isn't going to be able to play in the second game because he's not registered for it. So let's submit the team. I'm going to remember to keep him in the squad for the entirety of the match and rest of other players, ones who might actually be in that second match. Unfortunately, I am trying to juggle two series and thus trying to remember who is going to be in that second one is not quite clicking with my brain, but hopefully it does when it comes to making our subs. So let's pump our fists. Wait for a reason, go out there, make sure the left with no doubt why. And of course we are going to skip the walkout because we don't need the walkout. We do want the league table over here though. So let's put the league table over here. Even though this is the only game going on, I'd like to have the league table pre-set up over on that right hand side. Although we're going to have to change it anyway next game because of course there isn't going to be a league table for the cup competition. But, what's that? I swear I had a hair. Just there. Anyway. Cabrera coming down this left hand side. As you can see, a lot of empty seats behind this goal. It seems like everyone's decided to sit on that back end. Not quite sure why. I think I would prefer to be behind this goal, to be honest. But yes, that's where they prefer to be. Mauricio going to throw it in now. I'm more of a I would prefer to be behind the goal in a case of a non-league game, standing behind the goal near the boards, then swapping to the other side. You know, following the away goalkeeper, chatting with them, distracting them. You should try that if you go to English non-league football games. The goalkeeper's very talkative. They get a little bit bored. Yeah, they'll turn around, they'll have a chit-chat with you, and occasionally you might even help your team out. But that is another story for another day. Right now we have the ball on the edge of the box. That was a big touch though. I don't know why we gave possession away there. And now we are into another highlight here on the 10th minute. I should probably double check and make sure I've got key highlights on because it looks like we're getting plenty of highlights. So it's a ball up to Krasniki. Krasniki coming down this right hand side under pressure. Dunda. Plays it back and now we have played it inside. Can he get... Oh, come on. Nice ball through to Hakim. Hakim, you should have probably gone to the left-hand side. You did make it harder for yourself, if I'm going to critique that. But you put it in the back of the net. And that is what really matters. Nice goal by Hakim. Our star addition to this lineup. Coming from Belgium, I believe it was. So, nice little addition to the squad. Doing exactly what we wanted of him. He is way too good to be in this division. I can't believe I actually tempted him to come back home, but I'm happy I did. Very happy I did. And we are right now in possession with Lowry. It's up to Krasniki. He gets up to Hakim. Hakim's making a nice little run. He's got support on his left-hand side. If he turns, finds him. Unfortunately, he went for the wrong man on his left-hand side, and it's cleared away to Lowry, but Lowry gets it up to Krasniki. Krasniki turns, passes to Cabrera. Cabrera back inside to Krasniki. To Hakim. Hakim finds his man. Unfortunately, his man kicks it against their defender, and then gives the ball away for Sad to clear it away. But Mauricio here on the right-hand side. Up to Samara. Samara inside to Krasniki. What's Krasniki going to do with this bout of possession? Lovely ball through to Cabrera. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. And he kicks it straight at him. Cabrera, you could have tried chipping that one in, my friend. You would have had a much better chance of getting a goal. Hakim, though, gets dispossessed, but... Oh! That's got to be a second yellow. Cabrera upended by Al Hafiz. Not going to try his last name because I started off on his middle name and his name is just way too long to say in the time that it's even popped up. So, Cabrera coming in down this right hand side. Let's make use of our extra man. It's only been half an hour and we've had all these highlights. This episode's going to be like 50 minutes long with both these games. Cabrera though smashing it in to that right hand side. I think the second one we might end up having to trim into just highlight segments if it ends up being too long. That's what I'll end up doing, but if you see it in its entirety and I haven't split it up, you'll know it didn't take that long. But right now, just going to give you a little heads up just in case I do end up doing that. I don't want to do it and then you'll be wondering, why on earth is that one split up into highlights but this one is the entire game? Well, now you'll know if it does end up being that way. I don't think it will be, but just a little heads up in case it does. Now, ball up. Doumbia, that was a little over the top. You didn't need to dive and catch that. You really didn't. But his kick goes straight over to Lowry. By the way, we have a record win streak at the moment. I want to say it's like 24, something ridiculous. Because of last season and the way this club finished the season out. And then we've come in and got a couple of wins. It's been a ridiculous streak. I'll have to double check it. I might be wrong. It might not be in the 20s. It might be like 12 or something. But we're on a noddy streak regardless. We have a record streak currently going. I'll double check what it is. Krasniki to Cabrera. Over to Asri now. Asri, can he get a good shot off? He's got a little bit of pressure. Back to Ong. He gets it back though. Ong's now got space. Can Ong get a good cross in here on the left-hand side? Perhaps pull it back. No, he's going to whip it in. Cabrera at the near post. Grabs himself another goal. Second goal of the game. Second goal of the season. And now a third as we come pretty close to heading into half-time, I think. I think it's probably going to be 3-0. That's half-time. Don't think we're going to get a fourth. I hope we get a fourth, of course. But logically, I think we're probably going in at 3-0. But Cheng here on the right-hand side throws it in. Can Selangor get themselves one back? It's with Cheng here on the right-hand side. Pulls it back for Ong. I'm kind of curious to what their approach is going to be. They're down to 10 men, but down 3-0. Honestly, they should probably go for just parking the bus, go full San Marino, and just try and limit the damage we do to them. Because there's no way they're going to pull 4 goals back, or even 3 for a point with 10 men. We are arguably better than them anyway. I think it's better they just defend their goal difference at this point. Maybe just get the ball and all 9 outfielders sit near the corner flag, just in like a little crescent around the corner flag with the ball there, stuck in the corner. That's probably their best bet. But right now, Hakim. Ball through to Cabrera. Cabrera, you could have had a hat-trick in the first half. That confused my brain, trying to say hat-trick and half in the same sentence, but Hakim's got himself goal, Cabrera's got himself a brace, and they've got themselves one singular shot to our 17 in total and 12 on target. So, we've had a lot of shots, we've been doing well, good job lads. We really don't have to worry about how players are playing. Cabrera is absolutely shattered, I don't know what happened to him. I kind of want to take him off so he doesn't pick up an injury. That's the only reason I would take him off in this situation. But I think we're going to focus elsewhere. Cabrera is now back, so he must have taken a little bit of a knock. Little niggly knock, you know, a bruise or something is probably what he ended up getting. So, what is our plan? Hakim is tired. Zamri, go up there, have some fun. You probably don't want to be a false 9, so we'll let you be an advance forward instead. Then we can swap this down. Agyakwa is a cam. Suhami. I'm going to butcher his name a lot, but it's okay. Lowry. Not Mike Lowry. Shane Lowry, of course. I do always think of Mike Lowry when I read Lowry. Don't ask me why, but I do. That's how my brain works. Or what constitutes as a brain in my skull. So, I'm going to move that down. Nice. Simple first game. I'm liking this. Hopefully you find, ladies and gents, liking this. We are just cruising to a nice little win here. We're going to sub out another player, Asri or Krasniki. Which of you shall we do? I think it's easier to do Krasniki, so we're going to do Krasniki. So Krasniki can go off, Mansour can come on, get a little bit of game time under his belt. Ladies and gents, we're going to be having a fun time in this episode because we picked up a victory in this one. We of course are playing the second leg as we head to Cambodia, and I believe we've got a nice comfortable lead going into that one. But I'll see you fine folks over in Cambodia in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, we made our way over to the lovely Cambodia. Now, for those interested in the other scores at the moment, they are, of course, above my head. But let's head on into the tactical meeting screen. Let's crack on with this game. As you can see, 33 degrees Celsius calm here today. And, well, they've managed to sell their stadium out, unlike us. But it is only 2,000 seats. So, 2,000 tickets out of a 2,000 capacity. Very good pitch condition. And our team for today, well, there's only 2 changes to the lineup, so we're not going to spend too long. Hanapi is going to jump into the lineup, dropping Ashri to the bench. Samara comes into the starting lineup for Cabrera, and that is our team. So let's crack on. Let's crack on with this one. As you can see, it's gone down nice. And we're going to get a victory here today. They've got 3 changes to their lineup. It doesn't matter. We've got a big lead going into this one, and we are the favourites. We're favourites and should be winning this comfortably. Bit of passion, lads. Get out of there. And let's get a victory. Now we are going to... Okay, we didn't have time to change that. So, as you can see, 5-1 lead from the last game. And a riff is going to come down this left-hand side. But can he do anything with it? That is the question. He's going to play it inside to Samara. He's going to find Krasniki. Krasniki finds Hakim. Hakim's going to turn. Plays it back to Krasniki. Krasniki now over to Agyakwa. Krasniki! Come on, Krasniki! Wasn't the best of finishes. The goalkeeper probably should have saved that. Drilled straight down the middle, but I guess it caught him off guard because he didn't react at all. That went flying into the goal. Absolutely drilled. We don't need to see that one again, although that was a beautiful finish. So, let's just see how bad their ratings get. They're playing a classic 4-4-2 right now, which is interesting. 6-1 down now. It's ball up to Samara. I don't know if a away goal rule works in this, but they're struggling regardless a lot. But if we can get a second one and away goal rule applies, it's going to be impossible. Pretty darn impossible. I would say at this moment it's pretty darn impossible for them to just get 5 goals to tie up on aggregate. But Krasniki right now on the left-hand side is being pressured. He's going to whip one across though. He finds Agyarkwa. He's going to play it down, and Samara again. That one wasn't even hit that hard. Straight down the middle though, and the goalkeeper just flaps at it, lets it past him. Honestly, I don't know how you can be this bad in goal. I, personally, could be better than this in goal. This is some poor goalkeeping, very poor goalkeeping. Look at this. Smash straight at him. Literally straight at him. If he just sticks his arms straight up in the air, it would have been fine. Also, I had to just double check there that the green screen wasn't going to mess up because it doesn't like it when I put my hands up in the air. Like, I just don't care. It seems to be freaking out when I've been doing that recently. So, just got to keep an eye on it for when I do things like that. Krasniki, he's going to chase this one down. Our defender's going to leave him to it. I guess he told our number 14, which of course is Laure, that I want to go get this. Let me go get this. And then he eventually just passed it to him anyway. You may as well let Lowry just pick up the ball. Anyways, Hakim is going to come back at them. He's getting double teamed, but he plays it inside to Samara. From range, curls it in. And ladies and gents, 8-1 aggregate. 8-1. Let's get a double figure aggregate. Let's get ourselves 5 in this one. Come on. We can do it. You can do it. So, we're going to skip. Like I said, it's going to be a very lengthy episode if we don't skip these highlights. So we're going to skip over the highlights, try and trim things down. And of course, I might have cut out these middle bits. Of course, if you can see it right now, then I didn't cut out the middle bits. But Hakim nods it, goes over the bar. And far away. My Tellington has come out to play. Right now they've got a goal kick, and can they make use of it? It's straight up to Samara, nods it down for Hakim. He gets it up now, got an overlap on this right hand side, and it's inside to Krasniki. He gets it through to Hakim. Hakim, oh, straight at the goalkeeper. Come on, you know the goalkeeper sucks. Put it somewhere else. I know we've scored 2 goals pretty much straight at the goalkeeper. Where the Hakim? Please, make use of the rest of the goal. Don't get into bad habits playing against this team that you're then going to use against other teams that will just save it all the time. Mauricio, though, throws it into Krasniki. Krasniki turns, passes it back to Mauricio. Inside to the Safari. Safari back post Samara, nods it down. Arif! Oh, it's off the bar. But it's only nodded out as far as Agiakwa. Agiakwa now over to Lowry. What's he going to do? Nothing, because the highlight is over. 5-0 in the Kea game, by the way. They were having a fun time as well. I believe Kea had the dominant first game as well, so they will be joining us in the next round. Quadzia is also 2-0 up in their game. Unfortunately, we don't get the aggregate scores alongside them, which kind of sucks. I would prefer it if that was on there. Miles, if you'd like to add that in, would be very lovely. Anyways, Agiakwa, he's going to play it up to Samara. Samara inside to Hakim. Hakim gets past his man. Can he score, though? Oh, Hakim. That was disappointing. Just put it on target. The goalkeeper won't save it if you put it on target, surely. He's only made like 2 saves. Also, as you can see, not a single... one shot. One shot. Literally, in that little segment where it was counting the clock down, it went from 0 to 1. Feel free to go back and just double check that, but it did. That was annoying. Not a singular shot right up to that very last bit, but... they managed to squeeze 1 shot out in that first half. I'm happy with the number of shots so far, lads. Much more than their manager is, because he's not going to be happy at all. He's had 2 shots thus far and needs to find 7 goals just to tie it up on aggregates. So I don't think their manager is going to be in the best of moods right now. 62nd minute, it's over to Ong. Now, do we have anyone we need to really rest up? Not right now. Our next game, by the way, is a week away, so we don't really need to worry that much about resting players up, but I want to make sure no one gets too tired that they end up aggravating and getting an injury. By the way, that injury in the other game was a bruised... oh, I want to say? It was a bruised something. It was a bruise for 1 to 2 days. Lowry, anyways, back post. Nods it. Yes! Krasniki stealing it on the line. Probably would say that was Kalonda's goal, but Krasniki goes and nicks it at the last minute off the line. We'll have another look at this one. Look, Kalonda nods it over. It looks like it's probably going in off the post anyway. Krasniki, though, just make sure. Goes up, nods it in. We have 4. So, let's get another one. Let's get past that 10 mark on aggregate. A nice little 10-1 on the aggregates. Right now, though, it's with Sam. He's going to play it up to Tina. Tina is a turner, and he plays it inside. I'm not even going to attempt that last name. Dina, over on the other side, though, cannot win in the air against Ong. He nods it down for Arif, who's now cutting inside, plays it to Hakim. Hakim's going to go back outside to Ong. Ong does a great job keeping it in, and then whips it straight back in. It's nodded away, though, but Mauricio will collect it. Plays it up to Krasniki. Krasniki has plenty of space. Turns, passes to Samara. Samara from range, top right corner. 6th goal of the season for Mahamadou Samara. And that is our 10th on aggregate. Lovely to see. You know what? Whilst the replay's going, we're going to make our subs. This is the perfect game to allow us to do this. Right now, we don't have anyone we particularly need to get off. But you know what? Zamri, come on, show us what you can do. Tuck, come on, show us what you can do. And we're going to hold on to that last sub just in case we get an injury. So, 67th minute. Not sure when the subs are going to come on, but Yet Chetra is here on the right hand side. It's now up to the guy whose name I'm just going to call him Pitch. Pitch up to Somoon. He tries to get up to Mathematics, but Kalonda nods it back to our goalkeeper. And danger is averted. They look for a second on aggregates, whereas we are hunting for that 11th goal. Lowry Ari on the halfway line. What can he do with this bout of possession? Plays it up to Zamri. Zamri turns, tries to pass it to Tuck, and it's intercepted. Now, can they get anything going on this left-hand side with Dina Derner, and her Bunsen burner? They, of course, have a team at 2, which would make a little bit more sense. But it's ball over the top to this right-hand side. The winger can't get onto it, though. Uncle collects it, plays it back to Lowry, and it's a ball up to Zamri. Now, can we get on to the end of this? Okay, that was interesting. Didn't know if their defender was going to end up tackling the goalkeeper for a second. That would have made things rather interesting, but it's a ball up to Safri, I want to say. I don't know why. Safari coming down this right-hand side. All these goals, melting my brain. All these names that confuse my brain as well. Krasniki whips one in. Samara can keep the header down, though. He's on a 10 rating, by the way, Samara. Krasniki on a 9.7. These lads putting in a great performance here today. Safari on a 6-3, though. That is disappointing. In fact, I'm going to take Safari off on his 6-3 just so he knows that he can't get away with that. So, Hanapi's going to swap over there. Asri will come on. That stops him getting sent off as well. Shows him that if you play a 6.3, even in a game like this, I will drop you out of the squad. So, it's ball inside. It's with Pitch. Pitch, lovely ball through to Mathematics. Mathematics is one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but our defence is getting back. And Marilas has made the save anyways. Marilas, not a bad little goalkeeper. Solid 7 rating here today. But they have a corner with 1 minute to go. Tifdina. Where's he going to go with this one near post? Tuck will nod it away. And that's his danger averted, my friends. Danger has been averted. As we have 2 minutes of additional time. Asri cutting inside. Gets past his man. Zamri dispossessed though. Pin Hero is going to play it over to this right hand side. Samoon is going to go back to Chetra. And well, you're going the wrong way, lads. You've got a minute to try and score 9 goals. 9 goals in a minute. Maybe don't be slowly trying to build up your play. I'm not sure what they're even attempting at this point. But it's well up to Mathematics. He tries to knock it down. Lowry intercepts it. And I think we might have one more attempt at scoring another goal. Tuck. Through ball right now would be nice. Instead goes out wide to Arif though. Arif, where's he going to go with this one? Pulls it back from Mauricio. You could go inside. He does. Finds Krasniki. Krasniki over to Tuck. Tuck's got a bit of space. Maybe tap it over. Yes, Samara could smash it from range instead though. Zamri is the one who attempts it. I think it would have been probably better if Samara went for that one. But can't really complain when we're 5-0 up. It's okay. We can let that one slide. Let that one slide. Doesn't matter. Lowry intercepts, nods it back to them. And the whistle finally goes. I was going to say, ref, what are you doing? Don't let their misery continue. Hat-trick for Sumara. Yes? Yes, hat-trick for Sumara. A brace for Krasniki. Solid job from our Cam. And, of course, from our central midfielder too. Samara getting himself a 10 rating. But I thank you all for joining us on this double header. I'm not quite sure which game we're going to come back for in the next one. Whether it's going to be another Asian Cup game or whether it's going to be a league match. But hopefully you'll join us for that one. Hopefully you all have a lovely night and goodbye.